Hi, my name is Laurent and
My name is Mochon.
we will interview Jonathan Ribard. He is a controller at the Roy des Rochers Lambert accounting firm for 2 years. And he has a bachelor degree and a master in business administration. And he lives at Victoriaville. So, hi Jonathan, how are you?
Hi, fine, thanks.
Hello.
We'll ask you some questions about your job. Can you describe us one of your days at work?
For sure. Typical day at work looks like take a new project to my supervisor, talk with him to see what the special thing in this project, and after I come back to my desk, I start work on it, start with the planification of the project to be ready.
Do you work with others in your job? If yes, for what purpose?
Yes, I work with others when I go at the customer place to make bigger project. We are a team about 2 to 4 different people. In this case, we work on this same project, but make a different section to go faster.
Other than accounting and working with numbers, which knowledge do you find useful at your job?
To be able to understand the new technology and the different software that we use, because when I start working for Roy des Rochers Lambert, we switch our work process to try to use the less paper possible. So
What part of your job do you find the most challenging?
in a project like evaluation of enterprise, it's really challenging because it's all known. So we have to work harder to be sure to understand what the customer really need.
Do you consider your work as a stressful job?
In a typical day, I will say no, but in the bigger period, so the taxes period, it's become more stressful because we have a short lapse of time to make about 4,000 tax return.
How do you conciliate your career and your personal life?
It's really easy because I'm in a different firm. Roy des Rochers Lambert is really open and help us to conciliate the family and the work. We have a flexible schedule, so we have to work 7 hours a day, but we just have to be at the office between 9 to 4 o'clock. So, it's really easier to be with my wife and my little daughter.
What education requirements is needed for a career?
To become a CPA, you need a bachelor degree plus a DESS, and you have to make the order exam, the order final exam.
What are the career advancements?
If I stay in my accounting firm, I can become a project supervisor, a project revisor, or finally an associate.
What motivated you to choose this field of study instead of another?
When I was in secondary 5, I go see the path finder, and he told me that I should go in a technical administration program. So it's what I've done. In my third year of my technical program, I choose to continue to the university because I know that with my CPA title, it will open a lot of doors to my career.
So thank you for your time and good luck in your career.
Thanks.
Thank you.
That was a pleasure.
First of all, it was easy to find a partner because I have known Rose since last year and it was not the first time that we had to work together. Also, we decided to choose my field of study because it was easier to find an interviewee. I thought that my brother could be a good interviewee since he does the job that I want to do later. Then the writing email process went well and he replied quickly. Therefore, my brother accepted to be part of this video project.
Some difficulty finding interesting question to ask the interviewee. In our question, we had to use some vocabulary word from our list, but it wasn't difficult because those words were about careers. We made 20 questions and only used 10 of them because we didn't have time to ask all of them. Once the questions were corrected by the teacher, we chose the best one and we had to memorize them. The day of the interview, we didn't look at the question, but we need to interview the person with our sheet nearby just to be sure that we were asking the good question.
The day of the interview, it was really nice to see him. We decided to record the interview with our cell phone and to do it at my house. We were lucky that my brother went to Granby that weekend because he lives at Victoriaville. For this video, we used Movie Maker to edit our documentary. It took a lot of time to cut all parts, but finally we are proud of our work.
When it was time to record the behind the scene, we were at the Cégep and we didn't find a place that was quiet, so we decided to go to Laurent's house. If we are to restart this project, the interview would be different because we would choose a person who speaks English very well. It will be easier and faster. During the interview, we had to re-ask some questions because the interviewer was having difficulty finding his word in English.